Hello, my name is P2G, and today I'm going to be coaching a silver tracer player named Zephyr Blue. Let's just get right into it. Let's see if he hits tab in the next 10 seconds. I'll talk about team con. If not, I'll do it when I get a chance. As I've said before, team comp in lower ranks. Ooh, there it is. There it is. Team comp in lower rank, not as important. All right, let's take a look at it. Okay, so you got 1 DPS, 2 DPS, 1 healer, 2 healer. Oh, look at that. 3 healers and 1 tank. So that's not on you. You are fulfilling the role that needs to be filled. One of your healers should ideally switch. That can be a communication thing. Looks like your invoice. That's good. Hopefully you do use your comms. Tracer is a very, very strong pick just all around. She's just really, really good, but she's really, really hard at the same time. She should be played. Basically, you should get a kill very often with her due to the amount of damage and her mobility. You should be annoying the enemy backline, killing their healers, killing their less mobile heroes. With this team comp, it's not great. This team comp overall isn't great, but as I said, team comp in lower elos is less important because you're not gonna run a dive comp as effectively as you should. You're not gonna run a death ball as effectively as you should. So it's more about the mechanics, your positioning, how often you're dying, stuff like that. So you pushed up there completely alone. So if you want to go left, totally fine. Tell your team to go left. You need to be with your team, at least in the beginning, so you can understand who they have, and then you can go on a flank and go around. Instead, your whole team goes right, you go left. They have a shield. You can't do anything there. They have a Mei who can just one-shot you if she so chooses. Using health pack, that's good. You blinked away. Your team's kind of split. Good thing that Lucio saw. So you're just kind of, you're not really doing anything. You're not in their backline or anything like that. You have your blinks. You need to get out there. You need to get past the shield. Okay. So this is something I see a lot from the lower elo playing tracers. There's two things. One, you're killing a tank, which is not your job. You have a Reaper for that. Two, you're playing at this range that just isn't super effective for tracer. So you're shooting from out here, right? Right now, this is the hitbox of a reset. So it is a little bigger. This is, an accurate drawing. I am an artist, so this is, their feet are a little bigger. Everyone's like that. This is how big his hitbox is now. Your spray is like something like this. So most of your shots are hitting, but not all of them. But if you go in closer to them, you're closer. Your shots will hit more. You can also shoot them in the head. You lost the fight. You can get back. Again, shooting from this range of just not really doing anything. You're barely dealing any damage at that range. Basically, the way to think about tracers guns is that they're basically like shotguns. You need to treat them as such. They medium to far range aren't going to do anything. Close range, they will do 200 damage per clip. So you can, and they shoot in a second. So it's basically a shotgun. You're doing high burst damage. You can one-shot a 200 health target, basically a healer or a DPS every second. And that's the potential of Tracer if you're playing her at the right range. Playing at this range doesn't do anything. You guys are still down. You need to back up and regroup. Again, okay. So again, you're shooting at this range that just is ineffective. You still have your blink. So right here, blink. Blink forward. This is how big her hitbox is right now, okay? So if you had gotten up closer to her, see, so it's right here. If you're at this range, this is how big her hitbox is versus it being this big. This is much easier to hit. You're gonna hit a lot more of the shots on that. She is scary to be close to because she can one-shot you, but that's the range you want to be playing at with Tracer. Then you blink away. You seem like you have a super crazy high sensitivity. You get the kill pretty much because they messed up. Okay. Something else I see a lot is tracers will stick easy targets like tanks. You can do it. You only got a kill because Morov messed up and walked into it. But that's a comfort play. You're not going to get better doing comfort plays all the time. You need to go for the riskier plays. You need to stick their DPS or their healers the harder stick but the higher value, especially when Orisa right there, she was fortified, so she's not going to die from your bomb unless you were to do headshot damage to her. So alternatively, if you do want to stick Orisa, that's fine. Right here, okay, this is kind of the distance you want to be playing at. You could be a little closer, but this is all right. This is how big her hitbox is right now compared to what it was before. And this is how big her headshot hitbox is right now. It's pretty much within your bloom. So you should unload an entire clip into her head as fast as you can. Basically hold left click, aim at her head, get her low, and then throw your bomb, and then rewind. Instead, you don't do any of that. You just bomb and rewind. It gets her, but you could have gotten a double had you done that to her.
They're way down on players. We should definitely push on point now.
So now you're no health. Go get a health pack. Especially with Tracer, Genji, anyone with high mobility, health packs are key. They're super important for you. You shouldn't really need too much healing from your actual healers. You should primarily be just getting health packs to heal yourself and also just not taking enough damage to need healing.
Oh my god, I went to say thanks.
So that's a good range, right? So that's what you should be doing all the time. You get up right here. That's his hitbox. This is an easy hitbox for you to hit versus what you were shooting at before. That was like that. You can see much easier to hit this. You're gonna hit a lot more of your shots, and you see it pays dividends. You can see how much damage you do. You get one clip, and he's almost dead, right? He's, you know, this much health left because you hit all those shots.
No.
Don't focus too much on one target. Hit you. Okay, so right there, you just didn't know your blink range. You could have blinked right here and probably killed him. Something else you can work on, I would highly suggest if you want to play Tracer, look up Dibs, D-I-B-B-Z. He's a Grandmaster Tracer player. He's super, super good, gives great VOD reviews of Tracers in particular. I play more like a flex support. I still know how to play Tracer because there was a spell I did play Tracer. She's what got me into Diamond. But he makes good VODs about blink distance, about shooting, about tracking, about sensitivity, all that kind of thing. It seems like your sensitivity might be a little bit high. I don't know what your sensitivity is, but that's what it gives to me, is what it looks like to me. So you can go, the best way to adjust your sensitivity is to just go into a practice range, aim on a bot's head, and strafe back and forth at different ranges and see how that feels. If you're overshooting their head, then you should lower your sensitivity. If you are finding it hard, you have to move your mouse a lot to keep their head in your crosshair and you're falling off of it a lot, you should up it just by 0.5. Do this over and over again until you find what's comfortable. You don't have to move your mouse too much or too little. You're not overshooting. You're able to keep it on the middle of their head consistently while you move back and forth from multiple ranges. That's how you can find your sensitivity. Then you just need to work on accuracy, and there's plenty of videos online on what you can do. Preferably, either I would say go and get the $5 app on Steam called Aim Hero. That's great for helping your aim. It's a good warm-up. Or you can go into a custom game, have 6 Ana or Lucio bots, put it on headshot only, and just farm them, practice killing them. I do that as a warm-up with Zenyatta. I get 100 kills before I finish. You can do it just for a time limit, whatever you want to do. That just helps with your aim.
Oh, my bad, guys.
And it can help with your blink distance. So there you just over blink. You also don't turn quickly enough. That's fine. I like that. Go get the health pack. That's a good flank route for you. Right now you guys are just losing percent though. You need to win a fight decidedly. Again, there you shot too quickly. You were not playing to the right range. There was an accuracy problem. You could have killed him. Again, you're shooting at this kind of off range. So let's just go back. So instead of shooting right here, again, his hitbox is very small right now. If you walk up, you know, till here, his hitbox is then like this. That's an easy shot right now. Like this. This is a bigger hitbox than his actual hitbox. This is really his hitbox. You can see this is much harder to hit. So just walk up a little further before he knows you're there. And it's the same thing with Reaper. If you're going to play Reaper, you wouldn't shoot at someone from this range. You're not going to do enough damage. Get closer. He doesn't know you're there. Get closer. You can burst him down in one clip. That's the damage you're able to do. Here, you just pretty much missed all your shots. You can see where they all went. You should have been aiming on him. Instead, you were aiming behind him. That's just an aim thing. I'm not going to narc too much on aim because I think you know you have to improve it. I've told you a few ways you can. There's plenty of guides and videos to improve your aim online.
Reaper in the tunnels.
Yeah, so you can't do your in-game stuff. If you want to get more frames, you don't have your stuff up here, but if you want to get more frames, there are some settings you can do. Pretty much just custom, put them on low, put almost everything on low. You can put graphics quality on high and everything else on low. And that gives you the most frames. Or very close to the most. Unnecessary recall. You could have gone back to your healers.
Yeah, soldiers on me right now.
That's an okay stick. That's a ballsy stick. I like it. It's a good thing to practice. That's, you know, I can respect that. Get closer. Don't blink away. Don't play scared. You're a tracer. You're the most annoying piece of shit in the game. Play like it. Get closer. Again, shooting at this range of ineffectiveness. So instead, right here, he's even on low ground, so his hitbox is even smaller. It's only like this. You're not going to hit all your shots. It's not going to be worthwhile. Blink one time, and you'll see when you get up to him. See, can I just go back for half second? I just need to pause it just at the right time for you to see. Okay. Even though he's on your side, that's his hitbox right now for you versus what it was before, even smaller than this. This is where you want to play. This is easy to hit. You don't need aim to hit this. Hit it in his head. This is his head too. His head hitbox is the size of the hitbox you were already shooting at. Clip him in the head. Super, super easy. Super clean kill. Super quick. That's the range you should be playing at. Again, shooting at this kind of off range. That's okay. He used his ult. You're getting away. Right there, instead of trying to go back, right here, just go to your right. You see, you got the whole entourage, his whole group of friends are coming at you. He's over here using his ult. Go this way. Your blink's almost up. You go to the right there, you possibly get out. Versus pretty much guaranteeing your death by going to the left, trying to go back into the fight.
Suck it, Arisa bitch. Moira behind.
You're also not using your comms at all. If you're playing Tracer, call out either who you're on or if someone is low in competitive play, or like in Overwatch League play, Tracer is generally a shot caller. She's the one going on people and telling, hey, this guy's low, hey, I'm on this guy, etc. Again, get closer. You almost killed him. If you had been closer, you would have killed him.
Alright, we got 3 ults, guys.
This is okay. Getting back to your team. But you see all these times I'm pointing out that you could have been closer, that's basically a kill you could have gotten that you didn't get. That's really what I'm showing you. These are all kills you could have gotten to carry the fight that you didn't get because... So, no point. Tracer's great because... And well, really anyone's great. Tracer's especially great because she has mobility. Those barriers don't do dick to you. You can just go through them and kill them, and it takes like less than a clip to kill a bongo. Instead of shooting at the barrier, blink in there, kill the bongo if you're getting shot at, rewind. If not, blink over to the soldier, get him. You should be killing soldier pretty much every time you're in these fights. That was just a reaction time thing. Pretty much, you're not shooting here. It's okay. I mean, ideally you blink into him, get the kill. But you don't want to give away your position. That's alright. You do have bomb. That's just a reaction time. She puts the barrier up, you stick the barrier. That's unfortunate. It would have been a pretty big bomb had she not done that. That's just seeing that, realizing it, getting away. Just run away. You're not at an effective range to deal with her. Okay, so that was a great range, right? This is like where you want to be fighting everyone. Again, boop, 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 boop. Easy target to hit. Look at her health. You can kill her in less than a clip. Shoot at her, kill her. Instead, you kind of move around. Again, your sensitivity is kind of all over the place, it looks like. Also, a small thing, Dib says this before, or says this in some of his videos, but for your ult, it's really nice to be able to strafe while you use it, I prefer putting it on left shift, and I usually just use my right click to blink anyways. So just put your ult on left shift and put your blinks on right click, which are already there. They are already there as default. It's your secondary fire technically. It's just a little thing, you don't have to do it. It's muscle memory does come into play, but it definitely is useful and helpful to be able to get some clutch ults out that you may not have normally been able to get.
Reaper plus Nano should be a team wipe.
Alright, so your mic is working.
Let's do it.
Use it more. Don't clutter mics, obviously,
Maybe we're
but
in the same side.
Jump
use
on
it when you
Jump
can.
on.
Okay, so there you pretty much, you almost die right here, which would have been really bad. You pretty much, like, because of where you went and how you did this,
Let's do it.
you guys have time to push. You can wait another like 2 seconds and you can still touch. Wait for your blinks to come back so you don't force yourself into
Jump on,
blinking
guys. We need
right into a Reaper's face.
Come on,
Reaper is gonna
bro.
absolutely destroy you.
I just stole the point for us.
You did stall the point, but you didn't do it super well. If that person continues to be toxic, mute them, report them. That functions in the game for a reason. Now's the time when you pretty much just have to touch point. So it's kind of whatever angle you're able to do it. You tried, that's fine. It wouldn't have mattered. It would have stalled the game out for a little bit longer and not mattered.
If I'd waited, we would have just lost.
You could have waited about a second, but neither here nor there. That wasn't your biggest mistake of the round at all. Okay. So again, play with your team. You get in front of them because you're Tracer, you have more mobility. But you need to either call out where they're going or know where they're going so that you have an idea. One, either you're going to be with them. Two, if they're all going right, you go left. You know they're going to be attacking them going in right, and then you can pincer them from behind. And that way they're being attacked from two sides rather than you going in alone and dying.
Suck it up.
Good hook dodge. Again, now they've seen you. They're not engaged on your team yet because you don't know where they are. So they can pretty much shoot you without being distracted by anyone else. Good. Going to the health pack. Going back in here is kind of iffy, but okay, good. Going for Lucio. That's good. You're still playing at this kind of weird range, but it worked out. That worked out specifically because you did what I said originally. They were attacking from one side. You came in from the back side. They were distracted. You could kill them all. That's pretty much what you want to be doing with Tracer. That's what you should be aiming to do all the time.
Yeah, this Moro's on the point.
They're staggering themselves now, which is good for you guys. You can call out, hey guys, I'm going right. I'm going to be behind them. Oh, Reaper's in this room. Again, shooting at this like useless range. You call it out. Good. Call it out faster. There's no reason not to be calling it out. I have my mic on push to mute, so I just click it once, talk, click it again. I have it on a mouse button so it's not distracting, but quicker with that is important. Again, another time, if you had been a little closer, you get that kill faster. You get it anyways, but still, good stick. Even if that didn't get a kill, I'd still call that a good stick. Going for those risky plays. That's beautiful. That's really what you want to be doing. That was good. That was a good reaction time getting out of there. This is winnable. I don't think you guys have lost this by any means. Blink into that guy. Get past his barrier. Nice. Alright, now I don't know, it might be losable. That was super risky standing still there. You could have easily died. Okay, now you guys can for sure win this if you guys play this correctly. Again, you're playing at this long range. Get closer. There, get closer. I've already drawn enough diagrams to show you why. They use ults. You lost fight. Every time I'm telling you to get closer is a potential kill that you could have gotten had you been playing closer. They're using ult. Don't know why. I'll just hold that off. Hopefully that wasn't your ult. If it was, that was bad. Again, here you're alone. You're not pincering them. Your team isn't with you. Tracer is very squishy, very easy to kill. If they can just focus you down, you're not doing your job. You should be pincering with your team. He is, but you're also not in the fight. And your team isn't in the fight yet either. They're just now getting into the
with
fight.
Reaper and Reinhardt.
So basically, like, because of how you're playing, your team's almost playing man down. Meh, old wasn't gonna get high value kind of regardless of what happened. Even if you stick Roadhog, he heals, it doesn't do anything to him. So yeah, you're playing disconnected from your team. This is a team game. You can play Tracer like a flanker like you are, but you need to see the little chevrons of your teammates and see, okay, now they're pushing in, okay, I can go behind them and be annoying.
I'm gonna try stall on
You're getting sucked by Moira right now. You're pretty low. You are like one shot from pretty much anyone from dying. You kind of have to be aware of that. Again, playing at that medium range. Not going to kill Moira. You need to focus on one person and kill them. You're kind of just shooting everywhere and doing pointless damage to everyone, where you should be focusing one person and getting that kill. You're pretty good at surviving. I would definitely say that you know where the health packs are and you're playing it well, but you're not, you know, Tracer's an assassin, right? Kind of the point of your character is that you have super high mobility and super high damage, but you're super squishy. So you need to be playing it like she's an assassin. You should be going up, one clipping one person, getting out. You're like a, you know, you don't have stealth, but you're so fast you might as well. You need to play her like an assassin. That's how she should be played. So, just stall that point, that's fine. Avoid his hook. Please don't bomb, okay. So, the bomb there was unnecessary. It pretty much, it just hurts any chance you have at retaking the point. I know they're at 99 and you need touch point to get it, but if anyone had been able to touch and you had had bomb, it could have helped you retake. So, cliff notes. Adjust your sensitivity, get better at aiming. That will help you tremendously. 2, find the range you should be playing your hero at. If you're playing Tracer, you should be playing at that closer range. You should be aiming to get 1 kill per clip. That's what a high level Tracer is able to do, and that's what makes her so powerful. Shooting at that kind of mid-range is just really, really weak. You're not going to get a lot of value out of it. If you're going to flank, that's totally okay. Flank with your team, which I know sounds counterintuitive, but basically what I mean is if this is their team, right, and you are over here, and your team is all the way over here, don't go in. Just go hide. Go hide somewhere over here. And then once your team comes into here and they start fighting them, that's when you can actually like fight. And when they're going at each other like that, that's when you come in from the back, you're a distraction, you get the kills. That's how you want to be fighting with the pincer if you're going to flank. You don't just want to flank by yourself. That's how you get focused, you get killed. You need to play with your team even if you're flanking away from your team. You can do that by either communicating with them or using the little chevrons. Either one works. I like some of your pulse bombs. They were pretty good. They're ballsy. I like that. Going for high target, high risk, high people. You know, like going for soldier. That's, you know, what you want to be going for. Reaper, meh, because you can get out. If you're into Lucio, that's great. Again, Moira, meh. Reinhardt can be really good because people get behind his shield a lot of the time. So if you stick him, it's really strong. Holding stick for certain synergies, like for example, let's say this person was Zarya, right? That's a really strong synergy. Holding it for that, communicating with your team is very strong with it. But yeah, and the whole flanking thing is positioning, right? Like if you're gonna be behind, that's fine as long as you're not in a long line of sight where you can't do anything. But you need to be going in at the right times to do your job. That's how you play Tracer. Tracer is an assassin. Play her as one. Don't play her as a brawly DPS. That's not what she is. Your survivability was alright. You got the health packs pretty well. Blinking was okay. Your blink management was alright. You kind of overused them sometimes, but you rarely were in a fight where you didn't have any. So, yeah, those are my cliff notes. Those are my general notes of the game. Hopefully you enjoyed, helped you climb. Feel free to send me more. I'll keep track of your progress, and as you get higher in the ladder, I will nitpick more and more on each little thing you do wrong. Generally for gold and below, I try to focus on the major things I see going wrong, And then if you improve those things, then I'll focus on the very minor things like, oh, you were here, you should have been doing X, you know, very little. Like if you're on left side, you're pushing out alone, and there's only one person here, you can either go fight them and kill them, or you can go back, wait for your team. Little missteps, stuff like that is what I'll start pointing out, but we're not quite there yet. So hopefully you enjoyed, and have a good rest of your day.